Such a joy, honey. Woo! Did you get those pictures you wanted to take over there, honey? Did you? You got it? You don't want any more, right? You want plenty more? The only reason I'm telling you this, honey, is because you have to take them now, because after the next song, I'm going to be looking like a real wolf, because all the makeup is getting ready to drip, hair's getting ready to dip, and I'm getting ready to flip. So get it now, all right? And I'm telling you, I really don't care anyway. After a while, when I start looking that way, it doesn't bother me, honey, because I didn't wake up like that, nor did you. And that's why I enjoy singing this song so much, because that's the way I feel about life, about everything, because some things you just can't change, and I'll never try. Lover Man Zach. He played on the recording anyway, honey, so you know he's fierce. Ooh, you're so bad. So did a lot of the other gentlemen up there, and some of the ladies. And this, what'd you say, honey, about clothes? Who? Oh, you know I'm gonna do that. But what are you talking about clothes, honey? What's the problem? Hold up so I can hear what girlfriend is talking about. What did you say? Huh? What? You want to... Oh, the drummer is naked. Never mind. The percussionist too, right? They play so hard and so well. They just had to take their shirts off. They have pants and shoes and socks and everything else on. It's just their shirts, honey. Don't even try, because it ain't that kind of movie. We don't mess around. Woo! No, they have it all on. Now, speaking about clothes. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you, but guess what? I never keep things like this to myself, and I guess that's one of my problems. But that's too bad, because I'm going to tell you before you tell me. You know, I have to, this song that we're about to do, first of all, is dedicated to you, and it's dedicated to people who keep me together. It's dedicated to my singers, the sweeties, to the orchestra. It's dedicated to my band and my musical director, and all the wonderful people who work with me, my light men, my sound men, the lady who beats my face and the gentleman who beats my face and who puts, you know, all my clothes on real fast and everything and fixes my hair, and the people who you never give credit to, because there are people who are usually in the background, and it's like my family, my husband and my children, and all of my, you know, well, my sister and my nieces, and just people who I love so dearly, and I never get a chance to tell them. But as I was about to say, the people who helped me get dressed, we were getting dressed so fast, I didn't have time to change my stockings. And so if you see runs, it's because they're there. And I'm just letting you know this, so you won't go home and say, well, girlfriend thought she was cool, but she had runs in the stockings. So I'm telling you first, so you won't go home talking about me, honey. See, there's one there, and there's one there. And I could say that they were bought that way because they're perfect runs on both sides. And this is a song that's dedicated to a lady who's not here this evening. Her name is Roberta Flack, and I think you can give her a hand because she deserves it, and I'll tell you why. In May of this year, Roberta Flack called me and said, Patti, I got a call from the staff of Johnny Carson, and they want me to do the show, and they always want me to do the show, Patti, and I can do it whenever I want. I said, gosh, Roberta, you sure are lucky. She said, yes, Patti. She said, and I think you should be as lucky as I am. She said, and the only way this is going to happen is if I give you my spot on the Johnny Carson show. So they're going to be calling you to do Johnny Carson, because I told them that I wouldn't do it until they found out who Patti LaBelle was. So I went on Johnny Carson in May and did Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and he was very impressed. So he came back, and, well, he didn't come back, but some of his people came back and said, would you like to come back next week to do another song? So we said yes. So of course we said yes, honey. So we came back and we did the song that we're about to do, and every time I sing the song, I think of her, because you don't find too many people in show business who are so wonderful and so nice and who give love the way she gives it. And this is always dedicated to her and people like her. And this is also dedicated to a sister of mine. She was a sister in spirit and in heart. She died last Wednesday, and she's from Philadelphia, and her name is Claudette. I say her name is because she is still here. And whenever I did this song in the past, I always dedicated it to Claudette. So tonight it's dedicated to Claudette because I know she hears it and feels it. Which one, honey? Never mind. You're not even worth fighting for, honey. I thought you would grow up by now. You haven't grown up yet. What's her name anyway? Who is she? And what is she to you? Sweetie Pie. Her name is Sweetie Pie for real? That's her name? Well, what's my name? No, it's not Patty. You know what you called me before. Patty now? Sweetie Pie and Patty. Well, I know which one you want, honey. You want her, so you got her. You're not worth fighting for anyway. I'm tired of you. It's too hot. I'm up here sweating and everything, and you're acting like a fool. Embarrassing me in front of all of my friends and family and people. You shouldn't do that. What is your name anyway? I forgot. When we met last month, I forgot it. What was it? RT? RC. Like cola? But you're better than that. You are RC. And Sweet Thing? Sweet Honey? Honey Babe, what's her name? I mean, what's her name? Huh? Sweetie Pie. Sweetie Pie and RC. Thank you. It's very nice meeting you both. But RC, I still have something for you later on in the second half because you've embarrassed me and I'm going to have to break your face later on, okay? Right now, RC, I'm going to go play the piano. You want me to go ahead? Okay. RC, you didn't know I played piano, did you? No, you didn't? How many didn't know I played piano? You didn't know it? How many knew? How many still don't know? How many don't even care? Raise your hand in the air, wave it like you just don't care. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Now for those of you who are still not sure, I'm going to go and play the piano, and after I finish playing the piano, I'm going to get up and break dance through the pop and spin on my back. Oh yes I am. I'll show you folks. I'm going to give Mr. Ellison sir a break because he's been playing wonderfully all evening. And I think he deserves a break today. And he's a wonderful man. And I'm going to sit down and play. So before I play though, I must have a mic stand because I can't hold the mic in this hand and play at the same time. Right, RC? Tell him, RC. RC. Speak up, RC. Tell him. RC, I like your style. You are just a little late, but you're still all right. You know? Next time, RC, say it faster, okay? So they can get me this stand faster, honey. So I can play the song for you, RC. And Sweetie Cake, Sweetie Pie, Sweetie Dumpling. What's her name? Sweetie Pie. This is for Sweetie Pie and RC. And it's, well, anyway. I'll tell you later. It's a song that was recorded about 10 years ago, I think. on the Laura Nyro Going to Take a Miracle album. And I know you're all aware of Laura Nyro, and if some of you are not aware of Laura Nyro, which you should be, you have to be aware of Sarah Dash and Nona Hendrix, LaBelle. Oh yes, two wonderful divas. We recorded this album with her, and when we were rehearsing about, I guess about 7 or 8 months ago, the Sweeties, the wonderful ladies over there, they said, Patty, why don't we do a song from that album? So I said, sure. I said, let's do this one. And the reason I chose this song is because it was written by the wonderful Mr. Marvin Gaye.